Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're checking out the 30 Minutes Missions Revernova. I gotta say, this is a pretty awesome design in the line. I'm really looking forward to this one. I really think it has some cool aspects to it, so let's go ahead and check it out. Let's get right into today's review. So alright guys, starting off taking a look at the box art, you really can't help but compare this to the Dom just based on its design, having the mono eye of course, and those big chunky bell-bottom legs. But it is a really awesome design here for this one, and it looks great in this kind of mostly green with some darker gray accents going on in there for the color scheme for this. The box art for it looks very cool. On the side of the box here you can see this number 44 in the line, and even though it's a pretty chunky design, the box is still not going to be all that thick. The bottom of the box featuring some of the articulation built into the kit, and then you can get a sense of that through some of these action shots over here showing it with its rifle weapon there, with and without, and then of course how you can customize this by mixing and matching parts between the 30 Minutes Missions kits. On the top of the box there is also a front and rear view of what the kit is going to look like, just built and unpainted, just straight out of the box. There's how it's going to look. Getting this opened up, we'll take a look at all the runners here in just a moment. But first, just want to take a look here at the manual. We got some information right here about the Revernova there in Japanese and in English, some background story information as per usual. Another very nice image there of the unit, as well as some other ones over here, the Portanova. On the inside page here, another look at how you can customize this with different parts from different units, things that are available in the line. We've got our parts list here on the color page, some of the construction, but most of the construction is going to be here on the inside of the manual, all in black and white. Getting into the runners here, we've got PC7 for our polycap ball joints there in gray. Also in gray, runner A1 here seems to be our parts for the weapon for the kit, and then we do also have runner A2, which is going to be our one little clear fluorescent green part there for the mono eye. Runner B here is going to be our 30 Minutes Missions frame runner in a very dark olive color for all the joint parts and hand parts. Runners C1 and C2 are going to be in this light olive green color there for the majority of our exterior armor pieces. And then runners D1 and D2 are going to be once again back to that dark olive color there for our secondary color for the rest of our armor pieces for the kit. And with this kit I also want to take a look at the option parts set 7 customize heads B set, just because this set does seem to go pretty well with this particular kit, seeing as how that's what's pictured here on the front of the box. Essentially this is just some head parts that you can choose from. So you've got like parts for the front, this side, under, rear, so basically you've got a bunch of different parts that you can put together in different ways to make all sorts of different new heads. This would be number 16 in the options set line. Over here on the side of the box you can see all of the contents there laid out for you, so it just shows you like kind of how the parts will plug into each other on the front, the side, and the rear, and just some of the possible combinations that you can make with this set. Some of them are cool, some of them less cool in my personal opinion, but the point is you've got lots of options. So on the inside here we're just going to have a couple of little runners, a instruction manual here for this, which basically again just shows you bunch of the different options that you can make and kind of how you need to place the parts together. But for the most part I'm guessing this is basically just you cut out everything and then just stick stuff together in a way that looks cool to you. You do also have some joint parts included with this set as well, so those can also be quite useful for just customizing your kits using these available joint parts. And you do have some stickers included here, foil stickers for the different eyes and visors available on some of the head options there, so that's nice. You got OPS 7-2 for a clear green part for one of the head options. OPS 7-1 is going to be here in gray for the majority of our head parts there, it looks like. And then runner J1 is going to be all of the joint parts. J standing for joint, I can assume, would be the specific reason why they chose to put these parts all on a J runner. But anyway, there's all the joint parts that you have included as well. Alright guys, so here's the kit all built up. Really good looking kit, I gotta say. You do have your typical hard points scattered around the kit for further customization and also C-joints. And there's certainly a lot of ways that I could see customizing this with adding even more armor onto it. Could bulk it up even more, definitely make it look pretty cool. But as it is, I think it does already look really quite nice. Just a couple of things to point out. Number one, here on the backpack, if you don't have that on there, of course you have multiple points where you can plug stuff onto the back. And these parts here on the side of the hip could also be considered sort of like option parts that you could either plug like up onto the side skirt or onto the side of the lower legs, kind of down there, something like that. But anyway, as it is, they're meant to be plugged right on there onto the sides of the thighs. And then we've got its long rifle, which is pretty cool. Basically, this has the same connection point that you can use for many different rifle attachments at the front. Secondary handle on the side rotates off to the side there like that. You could put this the other way if you wanted to have the handle on the bottom. You could just plug that on upside down like that. I think that kind of makes a little bit more sense, but just according to the official artwork, it's meant to be on the top there like that for your secondary handle. And basically the kit's gonna work pretty normally. It's got a really cool design to it just as is. And I do really like the color palette of this version of the kit as well. I think other versions are also pretty cool looking, but this green definitely suits it, I think. And while it doesn't necessarily come with a whole lot in this kit, it's still a pretty nice kit on its own. One that definitely does lend itself quite well to all sorts of different customization that you might want to do with this using the different customization sets or weapons or anything like that. And on that note, let's go ahead and take a look at the head option parts set. The option heads are mostly focused around this one single head part here, and then you can add lots of stuff to it, or you could just use it as it is. Honestly, it's just kind of a weird thing as it is. You could go for that. You have some parts that will fit like onto this peg hole here on the back of the head like that, for example, or this more wraparound helmet style like this here at the back. You have some pieces which will slot into these two holes here on the front like so. Here's a piece with your 3 stickers on there, for example, and then other pieces fit onto the bottom slots like this. So you've got that top set of slots and the bottom set like so. Your other set that uses stickers looks like that, with this bottom piece looks pretty crazy like that. And then there's the sticker visor piece here as well like that. A different kind of bottom part combination here gives that sort of like a face mask with a brimmed hat kind of look there with some sunglasses kind of look. And then you have pieces that will fit into the sides here as well, giving you a rabbit ear kind of look, even though this one's kind of fitting a bit loosely in there. Let me see. Giving you a more rabbit ear kind of look, something like so. Or you have one of these like this, which is a little bit longer antenna. You only have one of those. Or you have 2 of this style one where they're sticking out like that. And of course you have your kind of demon head looking version like that, which you could use. And then you also have this skull type piece, which doesn't fit on the front, but this does fit on the front of one of the Spinatio kits if you wanted to use this on one of those. And obviously this head could kind of fit onto anything, but just the skull mask as it is can fit onto the Spinatio head. But with this head, it really is only just made to fit on the top of it, like so you can see the back of the horns there, for example, are hollow. But it's a pretty wild looking head there like that. But so just to wrap up the review then, I'll give you guys a look at how some of these different heads look on this kit and others. And they definitely give you some cool options for a set if you can pick it up, you know, for just $5, $6, $7 like that. It gives you some nice options for some different customization options for your heads. I would say if you enjoy customizing your 30 minutes missions kits, these heads could really come in handy for giving you a lot more different options. And it might even be useful for some of your HG Gunpla kits if you wanted to use these heads on there. I don't think it would be too difficult to do so. So a pretty cool set. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Maybe which of the head parts are most appealing to you. Pretty cool set for sure. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think about the Revernova? And what do you think about the head option parts? Do you have a particular favorite style of the design? There's a lot of different ones to choose from and different ways you can mix and match, of course. But if you guys are looking to check out some of the 30 minutes missions kits and option sets and option weapons and all that, you can check them out at USA Gundam Store. The link will be down in the video description as always. Thank you guys again for checking out the video here today. And if you want to see more, of course, you can like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. But until next time, guys, hope you're all having a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.